Okay, let's see. I have a queen on e1. So with a queen on e1, as I've said a few times, queen and rook somewhere in the center, you sometimes want to push. I'm gonna go b3, open up the long scope. Okay, we have a mirror on the wall. Let's go here, guard the pawn, prevent f5. I'm wondering if I should play knight h3 here, followed by f4. Trying to open up the center of the board here. So yeah, basically I'm Swedish, German, and Japanese. That's effectively what I am. Now that's actually a slight mistake. After knight h5, there's big pressure on the bishop and the pawn, and this bishop is coming to life in a hurry. Now I could take is it a big mistake or just a small mistake is the question. I thought it was a big mistake at first, but now I think it's a small mistake maybe. I think I'll go d3 here, just guard the pawn. I could try to castle soon. Bishop g4 maybe was an interesting move as well. No, it says you are American. Yeah, I'm a proud American. I'm from Florida. I think I could play f4 here. I could also take I think I'm gonna go f4 here, and the reason I'm gonna play f4 is I want to open up the long diagonal here. I also maybe want to trade off I'm gonna take, he'll take back, and I'm gonna go queen d2 here. And the idea is very simple. Long term, the two B's should be very active on these two diagonals. I thought you're from New York. I grew up in New York, but I've lived in Florida basically for the last decade. Let's just take the pawn, keep this very simple. Knight g7 maybe was a move too, but I figure with the two B's and the open diagonals I should be better. He's lining up to castle kingside potentially. I'm gonna go h4 to kick the queen first, and I don't know if he's going to h6 or he's going to swing over. I'm gonna go h5 to stop knight g6. Okay, so he goes queenside. I wasn't sure if he was castling this way or this way. I think I'm gonna play bishop f3 here, and I still keep oh wait, no, actually I have to castle queenside because my rook's been moved, so I can't castle kingside. Never mind. But yeah, so I mean I grew up in New York. The first couple of years of my life after leaving Japan were in the Mojave Desert in California. I'm trying to force open this long diagonal for the dark square B if I can. I'm not actually sure if I'm better here. I don't know if I am. I kind of don't think I am actually. Now I think this is the mistakes after takes. Now I have this long diagonal, so I just castle, and now this diagonal is a big issue, and I can stack the rooks. The two B's here are both very, very good combined with the double tower setup with a rook f1. Oh, I could have played rook f6 right away actually, because after takes I'm fine. If he takes, he loses the queen, so I rip away the pawn, and now this is really, really scary for black, because now there's also bishop g4 check to win material, and the two B's are going to win me the game. I'm Italian. Omaji ciao Hikaru. Yeah. I could give up the two B's for a bunch of pawns, but I want to win this cleanly, so let's not do that. Let's go here to activate the bishop before he slams the door shut with the diagonal. Now the bishop is in the game. If he plays here, the bishop is a wooden shield before he can close the door. So now I will go actually I can take, so if he takes, he loses the rook, and if he takes, I take with the bishop, and the double wooden shield in the middle of the board is going to win me the game. I just take with the bishop. Talar du Svenska. Yeah, I don't really speak Swedish, obviously, just like I don't speak German, but I mean Swedish, there is no, like, Swedish and German would make no sense for me to speak, because as I said, these are my mom's parents, and my grandmother, of course, grew up and spoke English. I think she might have spoken a little bit of German, but she spoke English. And like, again, if I had known my mom's biological father, I probably would know some Swedish, but he died about 6 years before I was born, so I never met him. So yeah, go here and trade. Let's go here. Two B's, too much. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Why did I hear order filled? I didn't do a trade. I think it's just GG. Next game, let's keep going. Good first game. American makes no sense to speak languages. I mean, yeah, I mean, Americans don't speak any languages because American's the only language that matters. I could take, but then he takes. This looks familiar, very similar to a game between, was it Ali Reza and Vinny K? I think there was a game between my cousin Vinny and Ali Reza in the 960. It was kind of similar where there was a capture. I'm gonna go knight g3 here. And I think I'm gonna play e3 or okay, he goes b. Wait, no, but he hung it. He missed it. Now I lose the tower in the corner pocket. That's why you have to be very careful when in 960 how you play, because if you aren't careful, you can end up just losing material on like move 1 or 2. Like his king is castle, but he's missing a tower, which is a slight problem. Let's go d4, try to open up the files for the towers here. I'm gonna go d5 and then e4 because now his bishop is walled in behind this pawn chain. His bishop is sort of staring at a massive pawn wall that just means you can't do anything. Actually, both bishops are dead here. This structure is very bad. Bishop has no scope and this bishop has no scope. So now it's just a matter of opening up the board to finish the game. I think the goal is knight d3, f4, open up the diagonal and finish it. It's gonna go f4 next move and rip open the center of the board, rip open this diagonal or file. He goes knight f4. Now I think I'm just gonna take. I'm gonna take. Oh well, now he's got the three pawns on top of each other. He still has a dead bishop on this diagonal, and so he will lose the game very shortly. This is a 960 rating, which I didn't even know I have, but apparently I do have a 960 rating of 2950 or something. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's keep going. It goes e4. Let's take a look. No queens or rooks in the center, so I can't really push any of these pawns. So it's already a little unusual. I'm gonna go c5 here to try and open up a diagonal, maybe b6 and double fianchetto, like get the bishops here and target both diagonals. We'll see. Let's go here and pressure the pawn on h2. Be the same without you. He goes knight g3. Now I'm gonna play g6 to cut off any jumps for the horse here. This is what I'm gonna do. I got arrested for pushing P the other day. Oh my god. Let's go e6. I'm gonna play f5, and what I'm doing here is I'm trying to dominate the horse on g3 and then activate my knight the other way to f7. So the pawns dominate his horse here, basically. Like, these pawns dominate the knight. There's no good jump, and I control some center here with d5. I could check, but I think the logical... Oh, I could actually tickle the queen with bishop f4 here. He's gonna have to go back to b1 now. Let's see what he does. He's gonna move the queen. Okay, he goes here, but now I can take and fork him with f4. And look at this fork. I'll take. Let's go here. Now the main thing I need to do is I need to finish my development. I need to move the queen and castle my king here. Once I castle my king is safely out of the middle of the board, and it should be completely fine. Okay, let's just take and take, I guess. Now I hit the pawn on g3 and I hit the rook on a1. Do I ever think Chess Angel will be able to solve the game of chess for move 10? No, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I felt better than the greatest city in the world, New York. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I have to be honest. Like, I grew up in New York and I really like New York, but having spent time there recently, I'm gonna check him so he can't castle the king anywhere. Having spent time in New York over the last couple of years. Oh, do I get the legendary lolly? We get a lolly mate potentially. Having spent time there in the recent past, that's a queen. I would be honest. I feel like New York is a lot dirtier than it ever used to be, and I don't know. It doesn't feel as great as it once did to me. Checkmate. So yeah, I don't know. I think Florida's better than New York, and I don't know. I feel like New York City was really dirty last time I was there, and maybe I'm just getting older, so I see certain things more. I'm gonna go e5 so I can move the knights out very quickly as well as the bishop. I think I'm gonna go here, put pressure on this pawn immediately. I don't know, like when I grew up I didn't know. I feel like maybe it was still just as bad, but I just didn't notice it. But when I was there this last time, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Like there were like so many trash bags out. There were a lot more homeless people than I seem to recall. And it seemed legitimately worse to me. I'm gonna go here and bring the other bishop out. I mean, New York City in the 70s and 80s was like you better be packing heat if you're gonna be in the city at night. And obviously 90s 2000s were great. I still think it's much safer than it ever used to be, but nonetheless, yeah. No, we'll see. So anyway, all right, maybe knight f4, maybe knight c6, knight d4. I don't know. I've never been to Gary, Indiana. Jabia, why are you asking me that? Gary, Indiana, I believe is where Andrew Tate's dad lived, right? Or am I wrong? Isn't that where Emery was? I feel like Emery Tate was in Gary, Indiana. Yeah, that's where Andrew Tate's dad is from. I know you're asking for that, but why you're asking, but yeah, that's where Andrew Tate's dad was from. Anyway, let's see what we get here. He goes 92. Now the problem with my opponent here is he's developed to some degree, but he's failing to castle his king here to either way. I'm gonna go rook f8 and f5 here, and I intend to castle my king to the queen side if I can. Oh, it's where the jacks and 5 are from. Okay. Okay, so I go f5, pressure the pawn on f2, and then I'm gonna castle my king to the queen side. Take, develop the bishop, and then castle out of the center of the board here. Now he can take because my king and queen are mixed up. They're on the wrong square. So if he takes, I can't go d5 here because it's not a queen, it's a king. It's not a queen that guards the pawn. So let's go here and castle. Okay, let's just castle out of the middle of the board. Now I've castled. I've got this big black center with d5 e4 incoming. Very pleasant position. Goes there. I'll just take. He can take. They'll take. Now he's going to end up in a situation, and one of the problems with Fisher Random to be very careful of is when you get a very bad B. It's very easy to get a bad B. Is Tate a legend? Emery a legend? I mean, he was a great chess player. I mean, he had his moments, obviously not a perfect person like all of us, but nonetheless, I mean, yeah. So I'm going to pressure the pawn. He's got a very bad bishop on b2 here. There's knight f4 hitting the pawn on d3. He was an international master. He didn't become grandmaster. Probably he could have been at his peak. He probably was pretty close to his peak to being a grandmaster, but again, like with everything in chess, he didn't have the opportunities. He probably didn't have the money to travel to go to certain places and get the title. So let's play knight f4, hit the pawn on d3, and try to checkmate him. But yeah, I would say that Emery Tate at his peak probably should have been a GM. Yeah, I think so. I mean, in today's game of chess, he would get killed just because the way that he played chess was so intuitive, and it was based primarily on creative ideas. And nowadays, with computers and just people being so well prepared, a lot of those ideas would be proven to be bad. But at the time, definitely what he did worked. It was definitely very good. I'm gonna go c5 c4 to plant this bastion on d3. Let's just go c5 and c4 here. Oops, there goes the horse, and we win the game. Uh-oh. Here goes the whole house. Go back to d3. I think the last time I saw Emery Tate was probably at the US Championship in about 2005, if I remember correctly. Around then. I think it was around then. But anyway, back to the game. Let's see. I'm gonna play b5 here to open up the scope, and I still have c5 as well to try and play on both files. Okay, close one diagonal to f3. Good move to blunt the bishop. I'm gonna go here so now I can activate this b shot. Is this a chess chat or a politics chat? I don't know. I'm just here having fun with you guys. I'm just chilling. I can take here, but the problem is if he gets this bishop here, he has this double lined up scope when he takes and drops back. So I don't want to give him a double scope, but if I don't give him double scope, what do? I could play d5 here to create chaos in the middle. Rook guards the pawn. I guess I'll go here. Wait, why am I sub? Probably you subbed by accident when you were when you were watching the stream before, or someone gifted you a sub. I don't know which one, but maybe. Okay, it goes knight e3. I think I'm going to take now, because now that he put the knight here, the bishop can't go back on the diagonal. If he could put it here, he'd be able to scope me, but he blocked the diagonal with the knight. The knight blocks the bishop and he can't go back. Okay, it goes back to a1. So now I can claim the diagonal, but I think it's better to kick the knight away and close his diagonal down and create a bad b shot with e5. And the bishop is staring at a pawn wall. Knight g4 is actually a good move. Maybe I'll check him and tickle the king. He can go c3 though. Maybe I go here to hit the rook. It's very tricky because we're both very close to castling and finishing development, but there are also open files here, so it's not trivial. Goes rook h1. Okay, so now I think what I'm gonna try to do is I think I'm gonna try to castle to the queen's side. Maybe, I mean, let's go here to guard the bishop. I think I might castle queen side. I don't know which way I'm castling. He has a lot of pieces that are on the wrong squares though. Here he's got 1 2 3 4 5 on the original squares. What's this? Hikaru is a grandmaster, 5-time United States chess champion, content creator. I mean, I'm a retired chess player at this point, so I'm a content creator. I'm a streamer first. I could play f6 too. I think I'll castle this way now and go here because he's way behind in development. You see all these pieces are not developed, and something bad's gonna happen. There's one rule that still applies in 960. No, anyway. Okay, let's go here. Put the rooks in the center of the board. Pressure the queen. Knight c2, big threat. Is Canada your last OTP tournament? No, it's not. For starters, I'm playing Norway chess at the end of May, so it's not. Absolutely not. No, definitely not. I would say like retirement is sort of an antiquated term anyway, to be honest. And the reason I would say it's an antiquated term in general is because I will never retire from chess to where I don't play rapid or blitz, for example. Like I will always here's a fork knights too. I will always play rapid and blitz chess, like competitive rapid and blitz. So that's why like retirement is like it's like no one's ever gonna be like I retire ever again just because of the prominence of rapid and blitz. Like when Kasparov retired, Judah Polgar retired, rapid and blitz weren't a thing. And as you've seen, like Kasparov, Kramnik, and others, they have actually come back and started playing chess since then, because when they retired, classical chess was all there was. There was no rapid or not no rapid, very little rapid, very little blitz chess. And so like they retired because of that. Now both of us are playing the mirror on the wall, bringing our bishops out early. I'm gonna go f4 here to kick his bishop away. But like you'll never get like a pronouncement, just like Magnus Carlsen will never be like I retire. He might say I'm not going to play classical chess again, but he's not gonna be like I just retire. You're never gonna get like the blanket I retire statement. Now I go b3, and now I have my bishops, which are very active. His b's are a little bit passive here. All right. He goes b6. I will trade the bishops here. I'm gonna play queen f3 to hit the rook. Maybe I'll castle here, play for e4 d4, take some space in the center of the board. I retired from retiring. Yeah, no, I do intend to play over the board. No, I was saying that basically in the old days players would make these big grandiose announcements, like Kaspar, for example, was like, I retire from chess, or Judith Pulgar saying I retire from chess. But because rapid chess is such a big thing now, and there's so many tournaments, and rapid requires a lot less preparation, no one's ever going to do the classic I retire ever again. I think I'm gonna go g4 because I still might want to castle queenside or kingside here. Go here, connect the chain. No hanging pawn on f4. What about retiring for streaming? We'll see. Play knight c3, hit the pawn on b5, takes. G5's a move. We'll see. I don't know what my plans are. Like, that's too far down the road. Did Vishy have a retirement speech? No, Vishy never actually retired, and the reason Vishy Anand didn't retire is because why should he? He can play the one tournament a year of classical chess and play the occasional rapid and blitz event and stay active. I mean, that's the thing that that's the thing is like that's how chess has changed, is that nowadays, because there's rapid and blitz, like, people don't do the big retirement announcement anymore. It doesn't happen. Now I still don't know if I'm castling kingside or not. He played rook b8, so he can't castle queenside. I think I'm actually just going to start moving all my pieces over towards the I think I'm gonna go h5 first. But I have this nice long diagonal, like h6. This diagonal is a huge problem. Go here, a huge problem actually. f6. Okay, I think I'm gonna play I could go f5. I could also just take the pawn probably. He can castle, by the way. He can castle kingside if he wants to, if he really wants to. Thank you to Brandon Song for buying the black glossy mug kanji 45 ounce. Thank you, or 15 ounce. Thank you so much for ordering the black kanji mug. Thank you so much, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you. Goes e5. Okay, I think I'm gonna tickle him with the check, and now the file opens so he can no longer castle, and he's probably getting mated. One problem is that all of his pieces are very cramped. They're all sort of on these back couple of ranks with no space. Would you rather retire or get canceled? You can't get canceled at a certain point. The only way you get canceled is if you just stop. Like, I'm serious. Like, the only way you get canceled is if you literally stop. You decide it's too much and you stop. There's no mate, so I'm gonna go here and go for queen g4. Actually, there are multiple mates. There are two mating squares here, f6 and f7. There's also queen g4 and queen h3. Too many threats. No, but I'm saying even if you have questionable history, like even so, if you keep streaming, you keep doing your videos or whatever it might be, like, it's still you're not gonna. It's still like it's if you decide to. Let's just take and go. I think this is mate, right? Check in here. This is a classic checkmate. King has no squares available. Same guy. Okay, maybe he's sniping. Goes e4. Now I can play d5, but again I have to be very careful here. My pieces are weird. This is a weird position. I think I'm gonna go g5 here and knight g6. This is kind of a weird one. I actually don't know what the right move is in this one. Go here. Magnus played the Grob against Noterbeck with his g5 knight g6 hook as well. I think I'm gonna go c5 here to try and stop d4 and maybe place like a Siciliano, because now these knights hook the critical squares. Don't know. I'm trying to use these knights. 50 million people have blown through it. Of course people have. Like I said, I watched a video Sunny V2 on YouTube. I watched last night. It was a video about this guy, this Japanese guy Watanabe, from I think Nebraska or something, where his dad built this massive toy company or whatever it was, and then he went to Vegas, and over 3 years he lost it all. He lost $204 million. He lost his entire fortune. So of course people can blow through things. Yeah, thank you baby girl Bailey for the gifted sub. Thank you so much. Yeah, like it's no joke. I'm gonna go e6 here, take away squares from the horsies. Sub battles maybe. Levy and I are gonna be playing in the tandem event very soon. Can I castle? No. Levy and I are gonna be playing in the tandem event pretty soon. I don't know. I think it's on the 27th, so two weeks from now, basically. And we're gonna be playing that. But sub battles itself, I don't know if that's coming back ever again. So now he goes rook f1. I don't really see myself going this way because I've already pushed these pawns. So if I don't see myself going this way, I will just castle my king. He'll probably castle too, if I'm guessing. Okay, let's go back, guard the pawn against the capture. I still have a good grip here on these squares in the center of the board. I'm gonna go king b8 here, maybe takes, maybe knight takes. Oh, maybe I can go f5 here. I can actually play f5 and take even more space. My opponent's pieces are getting really cramped here. Like, this bishop is very bad. Again, bishops are probably the most tricky. It's the hardest piece to use in Fischer Random, the bishop, because it's very easy to get bad bishops. Much easier than a normal chess. Let's take. I'm gonna go f4 to lock the bishop in jail behind this pawn structure. This bishop is so sad now. Look at this bishop staring at a dead diagonal. Is the event announced as like some tandem event on chess.com? I mean, I don't know if they've announced it publicly or not. I think I go here, hit the queen. Let's hit the queen, or actually let's trap the queen. Many others what? I don't know what you mean by that, but anyway. There goes the queen. Did I play spell chess? I don't know what spell chess is. Not sure actually. I don't know why I'm doing this, but I just want to open up the board. Okay, I'll take. Oh, is spell chess the one with the random freezing out a piece or something? Maybe it is. I forked the king and the rook here. This should be over in a second. Try it. Okay, maybe. Let's go knight g3. No, I think I did try it and I didn't really like it. I'm gonna go f3 here to threaten to win the pawn. And I'm gonna try to build a big white center very quickly. Like, he put the knight here, so he can't go f6 and e5. So that's why I'm happy. I'll open up the diagonal, I'll probably guard, and then I get d4, and I've got this nice chain of 3 pawns here, which blunts any threats from the bishop in the corner. Let's just take. I'm gonna go here, probably knight d3 next move, maybe castle. I don't know which way I'm castling. I suspect that I want to castle kingside here, but I could be, I don't know. I either castle queenside or I swing the king all the way over. Not really sure which one's right. Okay, he goes, what do you play? Queen f8. Doesn't do anything. I think I'll bring my queen here, so d5 I can trade and play on this file if it opens up. I think I'm gonna go this way. I'm gonna castle the opposite side to the king side. That's what I'm going for. So let's see. All right, plays h5. Okay, now I'm just gonna go all in. I'm gonna attack on the queen side here, try to open it up. Let's keep going with a5. Do you think all chess tournaments in a couple of years will have 960 format due to cheaters? No, I don't think so. Let's go here, take the open lane. I can even go queen c1, queen a3, queen a7 maybe. Good g3. Was hot like me. If it goes there, I think I'm gonna play b4. I'm just continuing to try to open up these open up the structure in front of black's king here if I can. Magus said he'd do chess boxing for 10 million. Yeah, I'd probably fight him if we both got paid 10 million. That'd probably be worth it. Okay, so let's take, probably I'll go knight f4 maybe. Yeah, where's Jeff Bezos when you need him? I mean, he just sold like 4 billion of Amazon stock. That's like literally like 10 shares to him. Take and hit the king. Oh, let's see. Chess.com posted an article on 3400 record value. Please check it out. I could. My opponent's king is very iffy here. I think I'll can trade, but it's not so straightforward. I'm gonna go here and pressure this bishop with the knight and the queen. Okay, I assume I have some way to win, like knight d6, checking the king, rook d1 or something else like me. I think out of all the top players, the one who I think would be most aggressive in boxing is, I think without a doubt, Jan Nepomniachtchi. I think everybody else is too chill, honestly. Let's just go check, hit the king again. I feel like Nepo's the guy who's like is probably the most aggressive and angriest, so he probably be he might be the best one at it. Oh, the Russian, of course. The Russian, yeah, the Russian. Okay, rook h5 is okay. I'll go here to stop from winning my queen. That should be good. Levon is too much. I'm saying basically everybody else I think is too chill. I'm saying Nepo is the only guy where you sense that he's really angry. So like I don't know, but I get the sense with boxing you have to be pretty angry. But maybe I'm wrong. I feel like you have to be pretty angry to be good as a boxer. Like anytime you see them, they're like tossing chairs, they're angry. Like I don't know. Let's go queen c3. That's just my general takeaway. Should be checkmate. Check and mate. Now let me refresh the browser. Go. Okay, nothing in the center, so I can't push. I think I'm gonna go f4 and g3 to open up the double D's. Is something a hindrance more than something else? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. Game aborted. I don't know why you aborted. I mean, it's unrated. Like, it's kind of weird. 286. Okay, very. Okay, that's just free pawn. Oh, it's not a good pawn because there's knight f6 to guard the rook. If that's true, Gary could have been chess boxing's Tyson. Absolutely. I got to get the queen away here. Oh, I thought he moved the knight, not the queen. Okay, I'll take target on the diagonal here. Oops, there goes the knight. Now I just trade because I have extra piece. I've got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 3 versus 2, so I'm happy to trade things off here. Okay, goes bishop e4. Let's just trade some pieces with bishop g2. Is Magnus the best at 960? No, he's I think like at least if you look at the historical record, he's not. His record against, I mean, I lost him in the match that I played against him in Norway, but he lost I think the previous time after that he lost to Wesley, who was a temporary world 960 champion. Then in the last one he lost to I think Nepo and Noterbeck, and then I won the event. So I mean I think in a one-off match format he might be better, but I think in general depending who he plays it's not clear at all that he's the best. I mean I would say that probably right now in my opinion both myself and Wesley are probably better than Magnus. I mean Wesley beat Magnus 13.5 to 2.5 in Fisher Random. Like it wasn't even close. I mean Wesley knocked him out hard. I mean you'll rarely see Magnus lose like that, and Wesley just like he smoked him. I mean he really beat him up badly. Let's play knight e4 check. Let's go check and take. Yeah, chess 960. I mean I basically the people who Magnus lost to in the Fisher Random World Championship, none of them were playing. I wasn't playing, Wesley wasn't playing, and neither was Jan Nepomniachtchi. So all three of us who beat him were not playing. Actually Wesley didn't play the Fisher Random World Championship because he didn't qualify for that one, but that's beside the point. Let's go check knight e5. Or knight d2, good enough. Oh, anyway, let's go king e2, play d4, two extra horses. They can play rook c1. Isn't it contradictory that Magnus talks about one of the highest competition? He didn't invite them. I mean, it's what it is. Like, I mean, there's so many things I could say. I mean, you know, I would say the first thing that I don't like is, like, I'm no fan of Jan Nepomniachtchi, obviously. I know what he said about me behind closed doors. I'm very well aware of it, so I'm no fan of his. But I think the notion of excluding Jan simply because he's Russian is just like excluding players just because they're Russian. I mean, obviously everybody knows that the invasion, the unprovoked war that Vladimir Putin started on, you know, against Ukraine is 100% wrong. But nonetheless, like that doesn't mean that, like, you know, Jan or these players, I mean, most of these players are not out there like rah-ing about it and being like, yeah, it's great, you know, Russia first, blah blah blah. I mean, there are some who have been like that, but most of them aren't like that. So I find the whole notion of basically just like of excluding them just because of their nationality very, and it just feels wrong to me. I feel like it's stupid, honestly. I do. Karyakin deserves everything that's happened to him. Absolutely. Let's play e6. Go here. Thank you so much to Julian Cohen for buying the enhanced matte paper poster. Thank you so much. Thanks for inspiring me with your brilliant test. Here's so many more years of brilliant Hikaru Nakamura. Thank you so much for the sub. Let's go here. I'm gonna castle queenside. Yeah, I mean, my general takeaway is I feel like Jan's getting punished for basically being Russian. Like, he's being punished for being Russian. I think that's wrong. In no world do I think it's right that you, like, I mean, yeah, obviously what's going on is wrong. We all know that it's a huge tragedy for the Ukrainians, but to exclude Russian players just because of their nationality, even if they have nothing to do with it, it's just, I don't know, it doesn't feel right to me personally. Trade. I'm gonna go bishop g5 or maybe knight f4 here. Let's go knight f4 and hit the bishop on d3. I have rook h8, bishop g5, trying to use these knights very quickly. I'll just take. Let's go here, use the bishop on the diagonal. Let's go here, jumping with the horse and hitting the pawn. Very, very scary. He could castle here, by the way. But now I think I go here and look at D's bishops. Look at this king. Look at D's bishops. Massive, massive kill incoming. Opinion on the alien gambit, not great. Not great, but it's definitely a good blitz opening. Not to get political, but nobody banned US players after Iraq, etc. Yeah, well, obviously. Let's just take the queen. He stopped mate temporarily, but it doesn't do a whole lot. Let's just take and take. Okay, the rest is very basic. Go queen f2 and threaten mate on c2 with the queen and the bishop. Classic right triangle, of course, as well. He stopped it. Very nice. Very impressive from 1700 to stop it. I'm gonna stack the towers here and put pressure on the bishop. Main thing I want to do is just trade down all the material. I've been to Libya, for anyone who's wondering. I was in Libya. I played the FIDE World Cup there in 2003, I think it was, in Tripoli. Chess 960 and Fisher Random are the exact same thing. Yes, you guys, they are. They are. Okay, let's keep going. Queen and bishop here. I think I'm gonna go g4 to open up this long diagonal. Goes g6, logical. I think but c4, there's nothing to guard the pawn when I push it. I'll still do it. It's a little bit risky because I am opening up this long diagonal potentially to big attacks, but I think I'm okay here. I hope I am. I think I'm not. I guess I'll go d3. This feels very sketchy, but I have b3 because the bishop covers a square. Because the bishop covers a square, there's no jump. But it doesn't feel right. I think there's probably some way for him to be better. I heard you'll be playing the Bundesliga. Will you be open to doing autographs? Of course, yeah. I mean, if I'm at the playing site, yes. Like, yeah, of course. Let's go here. I want to develop my piece here, like e3, knight 2, and then decide where I'm castling, basically. Let's go here, knight d2, of course. I don't know why FIDE didn't hold a Fischer Random World Championship, but my general takeaway is that I think that assuming the news is correct out of Germany and they're going to try and do like a tour of 960 or something, I don't think FIDE is ever going to hold a Fischer Random World Championship again. I think this tour or whatever it's going to be will just replace whatever FIDE had. Let's go here, activating D's Knights. E5, good move. Threatening oh wait, no, it's not a good move because actually it's not a good move. He can't take, so he loses the queen. Never mind. Just take. Queen f8, good move. I take, he gets bishop g6, and I've got all these problems. Thank you so much to Hello People What's Up for buying the Hikaru Kanji logo premium unisex hoodie. Finally a streamer with good merch. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Glad you enjoy the merch. Let's go here. Mainly I'm gonna play this so he ends up with a pawn here on f5, and then I can drop back, but still tricky position to play. Whoa, he goes d5, so I'll take. Got knight f6. Actually, this is getting kind of messy. I think I'm gonna go eesh. Guess I'll go here and drop back. It's kind of ugly, actually. Go here and bishop e4 maybe. Oof, another good move. Let's go here, maybe guard the knight. Oh my god, I just blundered. Okay, I blundered. Let's go here and take. Yeah, I blundered. I'm gonna need to go get more coffee. For some reason I'm feeling starting to feel a little bit tired. Go a4 and hit the bishop. Here. He can't castle, because if he castles, the king gets captured. What games do you play besides chess? I play Fortnite. Well, I mean, on stream or off stream are separate questions. Go here and take. I would say on stream I play Fortnite. Fortnite's the main thing that I play on stream. I've played, I think I played, no, TFT I've never played. I played auto chess. But yeah, this guy's awfully slow, by the way. Only up, yeah, I played only up, of course, on stream too. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, whatever. Whatever. Unrated, dude. This is unrated. Like, this is unrated. What are you doing? Seriously, this is unrated. Like, let's go here. I mean, it's literally unrated. Like, it's taking 4 or 5 seconds every single move. I mean, come on. Like, seriously. Anyway, on to the next game. Let's just go here. Queen F2 and castles. What's the issue? I mean, it's, I think you guys know what the issue is. I don't even have to say it. Let's go here in castles. Just take and go c4. I mean, 4 to 5 seconds it gets a completely winning position. At the end he messes it up. I mean, what else is new? Go here in knight d5. And it wasn't even a rated game. That's the thing. It wasn't even rated. Like, that's what I just don't get. Like, it's not even rated. So what even are you doing? What even are you doing? Go here. Go f4 and kick the knight. Go here and guard the pawn. Go here. Go rook e1. I'm gonna go rook f3, rook g3, try to attack here. Go f5, maybe b4. When is the shirt merch dropping? What do you mean? Which shirt merch? I don't know. No, it was a draw. It was a draw. But I mean, again, it's at the end he messed it up after basically playing a perfect game. I could go queen h6 here. I'm just gonna take and go knight d5 and hit everything once again. So I'll go here, maybe queen h4 knight f4. I'm still very tricky to play. I'm not much of a coffee drinker. When does the calendar merch drop? Hikaru in a fireman outfit. Good one, dude. Good one. I've got multiple jumps here. Knight g6 and knight h5 to hit the pawn. Oh, this is beautiful, by the way. Look at this. I sacked the queen. I made him. Boom, boom, boom. What a beautiful checkmate. Actually, I'm gonna go heat up some more water and get some more coffee because I'm actually starting to feel oddly tired suddenly. Give me 1 second. Solid streets of art. Yeah, sorry. Loss on time incoming? No, of course not. Yeah. Yeah. Go checkmate. Next game, let's keep going. Let's calculate the mate, of course. Who won? I think Fabiano won if I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong on that. I think I'm gonna go c5 to get a diag. He'll probably play d5 here. We're gonna end up in a strange situation where I think the pawn structure is gonna get very weird very quickly. I guess I take. Yeah, Fabiano won. The knights are not well placed. I don't have a knight to put here to hit the queen. Maybe I'll just go here to open the scope and play e5 like this for the connect 4. Is Hans obsessed with you because you're a better shooter, better player, just because you got better hair? Very funny. Let's go check and play e5. I don't know. I don't really care. I just hope that one day Hans grows up. That's all it needs to be said. I just hope he grows up. I mean, there's still plenty of time for him to grow up and stop being crazy about everything, but you just got, you know, just hopefully at some point he grows up. That's all. He won't grow up. Well, that's his loss. I'm gonna go d5 and build a big black center here. Just trade here. Yeah, your topics of conversation during the day were really enjoyable to listen to while working the shop. Awesome. Thank you so much, Lanuk. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, it's when you're young, you're feisty, you're angry, the world's against you, whatever. Like, I mean, I dealt with this when I was younger too. I felt the exact same way. But at some point, you've got to, like, you have to grow up. The world's just, you know, the world's just not going to put up with it at some point. Go here, knight c4. I'm gonna play knight c4, try to go after this pawn on b2 if I can. Also, bishop on g1, very, very passive. Now I have e4 to fork the bishop and the knight here. I mean, it's been very, very gradual for me, like very gradual mellowing out. Let's take and go like knight c4. Go knight f4 and hit the pawn on b2 here. Should be very, very good for me here. Oh, what topic? Oh, we're just chilling. I know we're talking about many different topics. Yeah, just take the pawn, hit the pawn on c3, maybe just castles. Yeah. Go check and trade the bishops here and take the pawn on c3. All very standard boilerplate stuff. Go check. Does young Hikaru could I have said chess speaks for herself? Maybe. Okay, I'll take the rook and the game should be over in a second. What's your take on Dubov randomly using chess engines while playing? I'm kind of just I have no words for it. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, it's just ridiculous in my opinion. I just cannot believe that. I really cannot believe that, honestly. I just can't believe it. It's so unbelievable. Like, there are plenty of times I've played someone, I'm pretty sure they're cheating, but that doesn't mean you turn on an engine and start cheating yourself. Like, I find the whole thing just disgraceful. I mean, nobody cares, of course, because it's probably just random blitz games, but I mean, I find the whole thing disgraceful. I really do. Like, I was appalled when I saw that. Actually, I like legitimately just like disgusted out of my mind. Disgusted. Let's go here. Okay, now we're playing a legit player. This 2458 CM. This is an actual CM who's well rated. Let's just castle here. So yeah, I can go bishop g4 here. I can also play e5 as well. So yeah, goes h4. It's a little bit dangerous actually. I mean, I can play h5 and I guess mirror him before he gets to attack on the king side, but yeah. Well, let's see. Higher and higher, baby. Goes knight g5. Now I could take on g3. I can also play bishop g4 here. I can also just go e5 to open up the center of the board, like takes and play bishop g4. See what we get here. 40 votes. Was there a poll? Wow, that's surprisingly low actually. What's your favorite strategy video game? Strategy, probably StarCraft, I would say. Yeah. Oh, got it. Yeah. Come on, people, participate more. Yeah. StarCraft is OG. Yeah. Let's just take. Oh, I heat up my water. I'll go heat it up again. I mean, I could do Kanto with my wife, absolutely, but she's on Twitch and I'm on Kick, so it's a little bit. My queen on e8, by the way, very, very poorly placed here, but so is his queen. Both queens kind of a little bit iffy in this position. Yeah, I definitely could. It's just a strange position. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, my queen on e8 is just so bad here. I don't like my position, honestly. I think I'm in trouble here. Yeah. Hand and brain is always possible. Yeah. I mean, the main thing for me, at least over the last like 2 months or so, has been there are a couple things basically on my mind, but I would say first and foremost, the main thing, I got to guard the rooks against any threats here. I'm gonna go knight h7. I've got to get my queen in the game here. If I don't get this queen in the game, I'm doing horribly. Probably go queen h6 and queen f4 if I can, something like this. But we'll see. A lot, but I would say, yeah, I was trying to say last like 2 months or so, the main focus has been just get through the month of February, do my streams, get to my candidates preparation, my training camp, and then play the candidates and then figure everything else after that. That's been my main focus for the last couple months. So it's like I'm not doing anything super crazy or out of the ordinary because like my focus is very, very set at the moment. But down the road, absolutely, there are more things. The newest Levon tweet. What did Levon tweet? Yeah, what did he tweet? Tweeted. That's a hilarious tweet. Wait, let's put out a really funny tweet. This is a really funny tweet. Sorry guys, I have to show it briefly. That's pretty funny. Where's the right scene? Why don't there we go. I put out this tweet says which says I played freestyle chess or I played freestyle when you pee-peed in your Pampers. I got distinctive style. When stuff's a mess, I stay a happy camper. Your best achievement is a Berlin Rookie 1. Meanwhile, I perfected the style of streets of Yerevan. What is I don't know the song this is referring to, of course, but what's this referring to? What's this referring to? I don't know what it's referring to, but anyway, whoops. Oh, I just closed chess.com by accident. Whoops, I'm gonna get disconnected if I don't get back. Let me refresh the board. There we go. Okay, I played queen g3. Let's take and go h4 here. Is that a song reference or not? Go here and pressure the pawn at e4. Just take and take. Tango rook d2. Classic kebab on the second. Oh, Chess24 said that if you tweet a freestyle rap with hashtag freestyle chess, you get a signed Magnus card. Okay, so Lebois has a signed Magnus card. Okay, let's go e4. That's hilarious. I mean, there had to be a reason, but what is this remix, by the way? I don't even know what this is. Yeah. Yeah. What the heck is this song? Muppet DJ Sika Records. What the heck is this? I'm gonna go f5 and f6. He put his bishop in jail, by the way, very quickly. Dead bishop. Here comes a classic connect 6, by the way, with a knight in the corner. A cup, mazel tov. This remix is so ridiculous. Let's go here. I'm gonna castle my king to the king side, by the way. Do it and do it. I'm gonna go rook b1, stack the rooks. He's got a dead bishop in the corner, so this should just be winning. There's also queen b2 with the legendary triple stack incoming as well. I'll just stack a piece here. Oh, this game's not gonna count. Oh, this game's not gonna count. This pawn formation looks like a pyramid. It looks like, yeah, the flying V. Let's go here and hit the knight. Money, like, oh my god. Cup, mazel tov. This is hilarious. Okay. All right, you guys, let's play some blitz, or let me go get my coffee and then we'll play some blitz.